Take one of whatever this is. One of my favorite quotes ever is that you don't have to be great to get started. Rather, you have to get started to be great. And we all know this deep down. But the question is, how many of us have actually started something that required courage, that required to step out into the public, into the light, into a place of accountability where we could let ourselves or others down? This is me doing that publicly. You see, like you, I have often been kept up by the potential that rests within each and every one of us, and wondering if I will ever manifest that before I take that to the grave. As they say, the greatest and most wealthiest place is the graveyard, which is flooded with dreams that never manifested. And life has a way of giving us a chance to bring those out into manifestation before our time is up. I have often thought that at some point, when the chaos of all the craziness of things that were going on in my life would come to some sort of serenity, that I would finally begin the journey of self-discovery, the journey of actually becoming the best that I know I could be. But the odd thing that I realized is that there always seemed to be something like, let me just get this done. Okay, once I achieve this, that, and that sort of continuous treadmill happened to the point where I'm now 33 years old. And it's said by the age of 35, 95% of who we are will be set in stone by our deeply rooted habits. That terrifies me. That I've never had a six-pack ab. I've never had actual financial peace of mind because I've had spurts of wins and losses, made millions, lost millions, but never really foundational wealth that gave me peace of mind. And these are things that I don't want to let fall by the wayside. I see people that are on the same journey as I, and in their 50s and 60s and 70s, they're still struggling. And I'm like, I don't want to end up like that. So this is a conscious effort that I'm taking to self-examine through means of learning and writing and reflections, of stepping into the arena with myself and facing the inner demons of the excuses, of the justifications, of the rationalities of why I don't bring out the best in me, physically, mentally, financially, spiritually, emotionally, relationship-wise, family-wise, all the things that we would someday do. This is doing it today. And this is also the journey of inviting you to partake in, at least if not for yourself, seeing what is possible when someone takes accountability over their lives. From going like a bag in the wind to saying, no, I will take the pen that writes my story of my life back in my hands, and I will script how my mindset works, how my day works, how my morning routine is, how I wrap up each day, the thoughts that I consciously allow into my mind and the ones that I do not. These are frameworks that have been told to us by the greats, by the people that have come from nothing and achieved everything and left their legacy in books. From Marcus Aurelius here to Andrew Carnegie and all of the rest that you can think of. We are full of these informations and knowledges that we hear around the web, but to take them from a point of scrolling past that fun quote of Abraham Lincoln, this and that, that we should do, to say, this is the turning point of my life. This is where a new me begins. So few of us actually do that. And I'm not here to preach to you. If that's not my territory, from the bottom of my heart, I wish you well. But the only person that I can ever be accountable for is myself. And so this is the story of me becoming. I love the journey of someone that started from nothing and becomes something, more than I'm interested in what they have after they become whoever they become, one of the people that are idolized for their outwardly success. I'm much more interested in the becoming process. How did this person that could have been a average Joe, nobody that the books of history would ever know, turn his life around and become something that we idolize and we revere for their discipline, for their accomplishment, for their strategies and their acumens and all of their achievements? That didn't happen by accident. They left trails of great information and great steps that we can implement. It's all around us, but it requires the filtration of what works for each and every one of us. What works for you may be different than what works for me. It's a self-examination process. It's, does it resonate with me? What do I find passion and energy and interest and my momentum and fire in these tasks? For example, being able to learn in different ways works for different people. You have to find what works for you. And this is the process of me both learning and sharing and distilling everything that I want to implement in my life, the examinations of the things that I want to take out of my life, the habits that I want to disintegrate, the self-sabotaging behaviors, the self-sabotaging thoughts, the ways that I've been conditioned to just be at ease with being at my current level, and to create new standards, to create non-negotiables that I must be accountable with myself. And this is how we level up, when we set our new standard to be the next level, that no, this is not acceptable to me anymore. And this will be the process of, maybe you know me, maybe you don't know me, but from here you'll get to see the step-by-step process of what I input into my brain, what I do on a daily basis, what works for me, what doesn't work for me. The outputs of it will be the worldly things that you can see, the nicer finances, things that I can do for my family, things that I can do for charity. The outward success is only a manifestation of the inner work that I am doing. And that is what I want to invite you on, because as much as it would be nice that my success is your success, my success is my success, and your success is your success. Now, if I get to see you also win along with me, I'm delighted. But you have to take accountability over your own life. I cannot do that for you. I can just show you an example of somebody who wants to manifest the best version of himself as much as he wants to breathe, as if my life was over and today was the beginning of a brand new chance to live life to the best of my ability, to extract everything out of each day. I love this analogy that each morning you wake up is like the birth of a new life, and each time you go to bed is like the death of a entire life. And so with that analogy, you can understand that from beginning to end, each day, how you govern yourself dictates the overall synopsis of what you'll do in your life. If there are things that by the end of the day, you feel that you didn't make time for, whether it was yourself or meditation or writing or growing or developing yourself in some fashion, that is probably what's going to happen by the end of your life. You're going to feel like you were rushed, that you didn't organize your life properly. I don't want that to be me. And this is why I'm taking the conscious, very painful effort of examining my time, energy, focus. I'm taking time away from the full force of making money and stepping into an arena that's not paying immediate dividends, which is self-growth. Those are planting seeds for someday fruits. And this is the public open door and open book of that journey. There will be ups, there will be downs, there will be failures along the way of, hey, this didn't work. I invested into trying to learn if this technique would work. All the little twists and turns of the bigger picture, which is to bring out all the potential that I know rests within me as it does with you. But again, that is a you thing. You have to discover that ocean that rests within you. My journey and my story will be shared here with you day by day, step by step, of all the things that I begin to do, from the learning to the earning and all that fun and painful stuff in between. I invite you to not only partake in it virtually, but also in your life in some fashion. Hold something accountable to yourself, because we're not getting any younger and we're not getting more time. So begin the journey of your own self-growth whenever you feel that you cannot handle living life at the current level anymore. It takes actual pain to push yourself, or it takes a vision of what's possible to pull yourself into a brand new level. And that I'm using a combination of, I don't want to be at this level anymore. And I can imagine, or I want to imagine, what is it that if I break down my limiting beliefs can be possible. in a life that is abundant with options. I wish you nothing but the best, and I wish this journey an amazing story to be told and shared with you around the world. I'll catch you on the next as we continue to grow together. Peace.